WNST.
Like I said, the last 9 years has been it's been awesome. We've been rally around hard-nosed football.
Kid's coming in from Delaware, right? He's a big kid, and he was clearly a little green when he got here to – I mean, you played at Iowa.
Sometimes, enough to get drafted.
Thing you said about him doesn't make the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
So, now that you're 3/4 of a way through your first season with him, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think Ronnie's doing a great job. I think, my views have not changed. He's a hardworking guy. He's definitely great asking questions and making sure he's going to the right guy. He's got phenomenal potential, and he's got the build and the mindset. And obviously, everybody he missed 4 games with an injury, and he came back, and obviously he struggled a little bit just because when you take that much time off and at this level of competition, it's hard. And he's playing left tackle. He's playing one of the toughest positions in football.
Protecting a quarterback coming off an ACL injury.
Coming off an ACL. So there's a lot of pressure there. And when you drafted his high pick, he's going to come in there and play right away. And I think he's done a great job of fighting through the injury and working hard. And I see him being a great player for us for a long time. He has the mindset, he has the tools. Physically, he can. He's a specimen, and he's a good kid too. Obviously in the end, he's a hardworking guy, and I like him. He's a good dude.
Has it been cool the last few weeks being able to work on the left side with him? And I know you guys are trying to win games right now, but in the big picture, do you think that's something that could help him? You've been in this league 10 years. You've seen it all.
Yeah, and I feel like, since I played tackle in this league, I have appreciation for playing tackle. So when I play guard and there's a chance that I have where I'm going to, take a free shot on the defensive end, I'm going to do it because I know what it's like playing tackle, and I know, and J.O. talked about it when he was here about how important a guard is to a tackle, how you have to play together and how that guard needs to be there for you. And I totally agree. So, when I'm playing next to him, if I have a chance to knock his guy on the turf, I'm going to do it, just because that's head. But, J.J. Watt, what he's done, and obviously he's on IR now, but what he's done in a short amount of time in the NFL, it's been an eye-popping play. And then the next play, they take the play. Usually guys that go hard every play.
You've been a part of some that can't get it done. Differences.
Take pressure off everybody. I feel like it does definitely help everybody involved if we can run the football. But I also understand that there's times where we're not going to be able to run the football, and we can try. But, no matter what, in the end, you just have to execute the play that's called. Because in the end, we're not paid to call, to try to decide run or pass, and we should have done this, we should have done that. No, that's what Marty gets paid for. That's what John gets paid for. That's what Dean gets paid for. And just control what you can control. I tell a lot of the young guys, they get caught up in that stuff, and it's like, you just need to make sure you're in your lane doing your job, when your time is called. If we call a pass play, if we have to call 60 pass plays in a game, you better be locked in for 60 plays. So, it's a thing where you don't want that to be a distraction to you, because on Sundays, your biggest, job should be blocking that guy in front of you. And that's the hardest. That's why what we get paid to do, it's the toughest thing to do is to block him. So take care of your job, and we'll let those guys handle the run and the pass. But obviously, every offensive lineman loves running the football, but you understand in the National Football League that sooner or later, sometimes you're not going to be able to run the ball, and you're going to have to pass the ball, 50 times. Just like, in the game the other day, me and Ronnie were talking at the bench, and Ronnie was like, how come we're not running the ball, and I was just like, Ronnie, I was like, when Joe's hot like this, we're going to ride Joe, and Joe's
you haven't been around here long, but get up.
But away, and it's like, hey, it didn't.
Joe wanted to roll that way.
No, he always wanted. So that's what you want. The guy wants the game in his hands.
He loves tempo, man. And I know it wears your big guys out getting up to the line, but it also wears the defense out.
Yeah. So if we're getting tired, they're getting tired too. So that's part of it. So yeah, it's good stuff.
They don't sub you out though.
We're in it for the long haul, no doubt.
And then 4th and 1, you're still in there, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Marshall Yanda joining us. All right, so I want to get to the story here of my wife and their guys. First off, my wife's not here tonight. She's fine. It's Christmas time, a little under the weather, working really hard, has some other issues going on, but she's beautiful. People ask me all the time. So I came across this group, There Goes My Hero, and I wanted to educate Marshall about this a little bit. My wife was diagnosed in March of 2014. She needed another human being to save her life. We had to go to the bone marrow registry because she didn't have relatives to save her life. And Marshall was filling out the form, and you said ancestry. I gotta figure all that out. You know, the first thing they said to my wife when they came in and said, you have leukemia, you need another human being to save your life or you will die. What is your ancestry? And she said, well, I'm Scottish and I'm Polish. And he said, well, you might have someone. I'm like, might? Like, you know, this is the first we'd heard of this. So as it turns out, people of color have the hardest time finding matches. Caucasians have the easiest time. We need everyone in, all the way in, and it takes about 30 seconds to do this. So we tried to swab Marshall out at the facility. He said he wanted to do it tonight out here with us at Hampstead at Carroll County. So this takes about 30 seconds, and he's already filled out the form. All you have to do here is swish water just to clear particles. You can do that water, that same water. I just did the Dixie cup because that's what we do around here. Hold the envelope out. And you swab left cheek and right cheek, one in each cheek, one at a time, and then we put them in the envelope, and then it's like so silly that it's done. I can't touch it because it's there's two of them there. Grab. Everyone looks even funnier when I take the pictures later on, too, especially if they're trying to smile while they're doing it. I got 44 Oakland Raiders doing this, and I got the pictures. Toss them in there. We seal it up, and Marshall Yonda is down to save a life. Give it up for him. Absolutely. Thank you.
No problem.
I hope you had a good time tonight. I promised that it would be fun. I almost like a dentist, but it wasn't like a root canal, right? It's all good.
That was way easier than the dentist.
And you're going to grow your beard until we win another Super Bowl.
That'd be great.
I would love to do that. That'd be
doubt.
fine.
Yeah.
Marshall Yonda, good man for coming out with us tonight. Kids, family, the whole deal. My thanks to Chris for another great year here. We're going to try to get back up here, do some playoff stuff. And, of course, Carl's here with the Harrisburg Heat. When's the next home game? Saturday night. Who we play? Syracuse. Who's going to win? The Heat. Absolutely. Harrisburg Heat. Carl Delmont here from Fremont Mortgage, sponsoring all of our things. Hope you guys have a happy holiday up here in Hampstead. I got the beautiful ride home to look at all the Christmas lights. What do you got?
Lorenzo Neal.
Lorenzo Neal. All teammates up on the TV here.
Yep.
I'm watching the Caps. I got the Terps are playing. We got things happening up here. I'm Nestor. This is WNST.net signing off from Hampstead, Carroll County at Greenmount Station. We never stop talking Baltimore sports.